Marginal costing. First of all, we should have to learn what is marginal cost. So marginal cost is nothing but what additional cost required to be incurred to produce one additional unit, that we name as friends marginal cost. And indirectly I tell you this is nothing but a variable cost. Understood? Why? Because if you want to produce anything, at least what required to be incurred, that is which cost, friends? Variable cost. You say, sir? Okay. Now why these particular chapters we should have to go for? So I tell you the purpose for this particular chapter, that is core decision making, because maximum decision is based on variable cost only. Why? Because fixed cost remains fixed whether you go for that decision or whether you not go for decision. Fixed cost always remains fixed, so fixed cost not considered for the purpose of decision making. So our total emphasis remains on decision making, that is based on what, friend? Variable cost. So to emphasize more on the variable cost portion, we come up with this chapter, that is marginal costing. Okay. Under these chapters, friends, first of all we should have to learn that whenever you make any sale, against that you should have to incur some direct cost, that we name as a variable cost. So sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. Okay, this contribution is against two things: one, fixed cost, and second, profits. First of all, friends, we try to cover fixed cost. One fixed cost cover, then after remaining contribution whatever coming up, or afterwards any contribution coming up, that is diverted to what, friend? Profits. So our first objective is that, okay, to cover what, friend? Fixed cost. And the point where my total fixed cost covered by my total contribution, that is called no profit no loss situation, and that we name as break even points. Means at this point our total contribution is equal to total fixed cost, and we not get any profit or what, friends? Loss. Okay. And after you cover fixed cost at break even points, any contribution coming up, that contribution is classified as what, friend? Profit. Why? Because fixed cost totally covered. Okay. Now friends, few formula sequence I just present to you for better understanding. Yes, in your spiral, friends, already this formula is available, but I am preparing sequence of the formula such a way which easy to what, friends? Remember. Agreed? How exactly? I just show you. Please emphasize. Friends, sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. And contribution split into two parts. One fixed cost, and second we can say profit or loss. Agreed? Okay. At break even points, no profits, no loss situations, and that's why I can say contribution is equal to which cost, friend? Fixed cost. Okay. What is formula for break even point in units? So that is nothing but fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. It is very clear, friend. Total contribution is equal to total fixed cost. So fixed cost is nothing but our target contribution, and divide by contribution per unit. So you can get number of units where our target of fixed cost would be what, then cover, and that point becomes our which point, friend? Break even points. Yes, friends, break even points next, that is in rupees. Now it is very simple way we can say break even points in units multiply by which price, friends? Sales price. Yes, I further elaborate this, but before that you write down this. Tell me friends, everybody calculate this. Now I further simplified these things, please emphasize. Break even points in unit is nothing but fixed cost divided by contribution into sales price. So you can say fixed cost upon contribution upon sales. Why? Because denominator would be what friends? Multiply. So I can put up contribution upon sales, and this contribution upon sales is nothing but we can say PVR, profit volume ratio. How exactly? That I show you friends. Please emphasize. Profit volume ratio is equal to sales minus variable cost divided by sales, or you can say contribution upon sales. Yes, obviously contribution per unit and sales price per unit multiply by what friend? 100, or you can say 1 minus variable cost ratio. 1 minus variable cost ratio. For example, I tell you if variable cost is 60%, then obviously 1 minus 60% is equal to answer coming up 40%. So that becomes our profit volume ratio. Okay friends, so profit volume ratio is nothing but sales minus variable cost, or you can say contribution upon what friends? Sales, or you can say 1 minus variable cost ratio. Yes, now friends, if you want your answer for break even point in rupees, then fixed cost divided by PVR, that becomes our what friends? Break even point. So please verify here. Friend, fixed cost divided by, I take a contribution upon sales. Instead of that, I can directly write down what friend? Profit volume ratio. So answer coming up break even point in rupees, and once you get break even point in rupees and divide by again sales price, so you can get break even point in what friend? Units. So that all are interlinked. Now if 2 years details given, then friends our formula would be change in contribution divided by change in sales into 100, or you can say change in profits divided by change in sales into 100. Obviously friends, whatever change in contribution, that is nothing but change in profits. Why? Because fixed cost remains what friend? Fixed. So either you can say change in contribution, or either you can say change in what friend? Profit. Both having same meaning. But yes, when we apply this formula, when 2 years information given and 2 years data available for contribution or sales or profit and what friend? Sales, then friends we can apply this formula and we calculate profit volume ratio. Clear? First of all, you write down this formula, then after I go further. Tell me friends, complete this formula. Now I just go further. sales for expected profits. Yes, at break even points I am not expecting any profit, but if I am expecting profit, then formula change. It is fixed cost plus profit divided by PVR. Why? Because fixed cost plus you are expecting profits divided by PVR, so you can get sales for expected profit. And next item, that is margin of safety. Now margin of safety, MS, is nothing but actual sales minus break even sales. Just take it for example, break even sales is 1 lakh and actual sales, friends, 120, then difference of 20,000 we name as what, friend? Margin of safety. Now things is very clear. Margin of safety, words itself indicate the margin which indicate what, friend? Safety. If your margin of safety is high, then friends, don't bother, because even though your sales would be reduced, friends, you are remains in the profit situation. But if margin of safety is thin, and after that, friends, if your sales reduce, so profit situation would be converted into what, friend? Loss situation. Okay, so this is actual sales minus which sales, friend? Break even sales. If you want to further simplify these things, then you know very well that this is actual sales which include profit, and this is break even sales that not include profit. So I can simplify it this way: fixed cost plus profit divided by PVR, and break even sales is equal to fixed cost divided by what, friend? PVR. Okay, let's simplify it further. So the fixed cost plus profit minus fixed cost divided by PVR. So this fixed cost would be cancelled. Then your new formula for margin of safety coming up, that is profit upon what, friend? PVR. Okay, and I can write down other way also. That is, friends, margin of safety into PVR is equal to what, friend? Profits. Yes, friends, in margin of safety, whatever your contribution, that is nothing but profit, because fixed cost is already covered. And the last things, friends, PVR is equal to, that is profit upon margin of safety. Okay, so all these three formula is linked to each other. Clear? Here, friends, I complete my basic formula path. So please revise this formula before next session. And again I remind to you, marginal costing I will proceed further in next Monday's session, and Saturday's session, friends, 3 to 6 I will run with the new chapters, that is capital budgeting of financial management. Agreed? Okay, please complete this portion. Thank you. Wait for next sessions.